So today's a pretty nice day, apart from a little bit of pollution, which is pretty normal here. There's some days that are pollution free, but if there's an inversion, it can be kind of smoggy. Doesn't really affect me, it just looks kind of smoky due to a lot of the coal burning around here. Thankfully, China's trying to convert more to natural gas. They just got a really big natural gas pipeline from Russia. So that will hopefully continue to improve the situation here, which has been improving a lot for the last 10 years, I would say. Yeah, so the way I'm going to live my life is improve my health, because the chances are we are all going to get exposed to this virus eventually in the next 5 years. We're probably all going to be exposed to it somehow, unless you live your life in a bubble, which for most of us and humanity is pretty much, I would say, impossible. So to me, that's not an option. What's better, I think, is taking care of your health and looking into things that can prevent the cytokine storm. Okay, people are dying from the cytokine storm. So the cytokine storm is when your immune system pretty much overreacts and kills you. I'm not going to get into details. Why? I'm not a doctor. I do not know the details. You can probably find the details yourself online and look into it for yourself. All right, what I do know is vitamin B3 and vitamin B6 you get those levels up in your body, those should prevent your immune system from overreacting. Also, I know that vitamin C is a good way to protect yourself from septic shock. So, and have vitamin C on hand. Take vitamin C every day. Take vitamin B, B3, B6 every day. Eat healthy. Be healthy. Do healthy things. Exercise. I don't think the world's going to be able to contain it. For me, the cat is already out of the bag, and we should consider the worst and prepare for the worst. Okay, I might be wrong, but I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm going to pretty much accept that the cat is out of the bag. There's going to be no way of containing this unless we shut everything down. Which, if we shut everything down, in my opinion, the consequences of shutting everything down are going to be far worse than the consequences of this virus. So it's like a double attack. The economy is going to suffer, and we're going to suffer from the virus. As far as I've heard, so far from the data that we have, the death rate is between... Great, we got security here. Fuck. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay, so security is there, just doing their job. Told me that the outbreak is very severe right now, and it's dangerous to be outside. And that's pretty much what I was just talking about, which is, let me flip this around. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I was just talking about, which is I'm not going to get sick out here. I just explained to them, look, there's no people here to infect me, so I'm not going to get sick. We made a compromise, and I said, look, I'm going to walk around for a little bit, and then I'll go back to my room. So look around. There are no people here. There are no students. There's only security. I'm not going to get sick out here. Going on a walk on the track here with nobody around, just me, is not going to get me sick. If anything, they're going to get me sick. So I used my translator, and they wanted to touch my phone, and I kept on backing away from them. It's a normal reaction to grab the phone to speak into, but I kind of backed off, and I'm sure they understood why. So I didn't allow them to touch my phone. I'm not really that afraid they're gonna get me sick. I mean, they can. I don't know if they're here all the time. I don't know who they're who they're interacting with or where they're going home at night, you know, they could be sick as far as I know. So if anybody's going to get me sick, they're going to get me sick by coming up and talking to me. There's no people around that are going to make me sick. The sun kills the viruses. The virus is not traveling by the winds. You know, I mean, yeah, it could travel by the winds in close proximity, but there's nobody even in close proximity around here. And, you know, even if it's that transferable, we're all screwed and we're going to get infected anyway. So anyway, there's a good example of kind of what I'm dealing with here. All right, so what I was talking about was cytokine storm. Prevent cytokine storm is if you have enough vitamin B3 and B6, you cannot have a cytokine storm. Vitamin C prevents septic shock. Get vitamin C. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. Make sure your good fat levels are up. So when you do get sick, you're gonna have all the energy you need to fight it off. That's how we win. Some other good vitamins I would suggest are vitamin A and vitamin D. Hormone D, which is what I'm getting right now from the sun. When my skin is exposed to the sun, my body produces vitamin D, which is actually a hormone. Also, vitamin A is supposed to be pretty good for you as well. So the staff has been doing my shopping, and yesterday they brought me everything I asked for except cooking oil. So luckily I got that at the store when I escaped that first day. So I should have enough cooking oil for cooking up things that I got yesterday, including cabbage and cauliflower. I plan to cook those up, throw in some eggs, then I have a good vegetable and protein and eggs. Eggs have lots of vitamin A, so got lots of eggs. So those are easy to get. I also got some green tea because I knew I wouldn't be able to get coffee. Coffee is impossible to get here unless you order it online. So I didn't ask for coffee. So when my coffee runs out, I got green tea. So there's my caffeine. I got green tea. It's nice. I already had a cup of green tea and it was pretty good. However, I don't really like green tea all that much unless it's organic. I didn't ask for organic because I don't want to seem like a snob, and I don't even know there is organic, but apparently green tea has they use fluoride as a pesticide on green tea, so it's got a lot of fluoride on it and probably a lot of other pesticides as well. Coffee is the most pesticide intensive crop in the world, so a lot of people suggest to get organic coffee. However, when they roast the beans, a lot of those chemicals are volatilized out, and therefore I don't drink organic coffee because after they roast the beans, usually most of those chemicals dissipate. They vaporize or they are oxidized. So what did I get? Cabbages, cauliflower, oranges, green tea, and before that I got more eggs, got tons of eggs. Yeah, so this looks like it's going to be my life at least until the end of the month, or even school is supposed to start around, they said the teachers might be back, everybody might be back on, they said get back by March 8th, and that means school might start March 9th, but the way things are going, it'll probably be another month. As long as they're paying me, I don't really see a huge reason to go home. So, like I said in my videos, I really like my job. I really like living and working here, and I hope things come back to normal and we can all continue our lives. However, I am skeptical that will be the case. You know, I'm just going to wait and see if things don't improve and school never starts, they might say, look, come back next year, go home, come back next year, and we'll start off from there and see what happens. That might be what happens. Furthermore, about the outbreak, okay, so I live in the most populated province in China, which is Shandong province. There's 90 million people in this province. I think I checked this morning, it's like 431 or something cases of confirmed cases of the flu. No deaths so far, knock on wood. And that's that's a really small number compared to how many people actually live here. Second of all, if we cannot contain it here using the stringent measures that we are using, the world is not going to be able to contain it. Also, Thailand, Singapore, they're starting to get more and more cases of it. Thailand is a hub for tourism, so people are going in and out of Thailand. They're going to be picking it up. And Singapore, which is a huge hub for trade. There's the Strait of Hormuz, or not Strait of Hormuz, Strait of Malacca, which is where all the ships go through. So my thought is it's going to go worldwide. I think it'll be like here. It'll be, a handful of cases. 431 to me is a handful of cases in the province with 90 million people. And it will be, I want to say under control, but that's only if those countries do what we're doing. And as you can see, what we're doing, everybody is staying inside. There's very few people outside. There's very few people at the store. Everybody is inside. Also, most apartment complexes have their own store. They're allowing food and supplies to come in, but people have to stay in. So I don't think that's possible in Thailand or other countries. So that is not that's not an option for other countries. So China is special in the fact that they're able to stay home a lot easier than people in other countries. So this is a warning to you guys.